Hello, my dear family members. If you are willing to get a job in an MNC and you are not able to find proper resources, you don't know how to prepare, what should be followed and what should not be followed, then this channel is best for you. Just keep watching and continue giving me request which content you want. I will discuss those chapters. Well, so today as we got to know Deloitte is coming soon for mass hiring, so we'll discuss a coding question which was asked recently. So let's see. So the question is regarding how can a number be expressed as a sum of two prime numbers? So write a program. So here is a sample input, that is, let's say if the number is 34, then the number can be expressed as a sum of two prime like 3 plus 31, and the output should be 3 plus 31, right? This way you have to express a number if this can be expressed as a sum of two prime numbers or not, right? So this is basically Goldbach's conjecture problem. This is very important problem which was asked in Deloitte, and it is not necessary that it is only important for Deloitte. It can be asked in any other company questions as well, right? So how can we solve this problem? So our approach should be like this. Let's say the number is 12 and we'll divide that number into two parts, that is first half and second half. So first half will start from 2 because the prime number can't be lesser than 2, right? So we'll start from 2 and we'll divide that 12 into two half, right? So first in first half the number can be like 2 3 4 5 6, and the next half can be 7 8 9 10 11 12, right? So at first we'll write a prime function to check if a number is prime or not. Then we'll write another function to check if that given number 12 can be expressed as the sum of two prime numbers or not, right? So in that second function, what we'll do, we'll run a for loop from 2 to half of that number, that is 6, because the prime number can't be lesser than 2, and we'll iterate up to half. Why, we'll get to know it soon, okay? So what we'll do, that is we'll run a for loop, then we'll check. So at first what, at first I is equal to 2, and at first n is equal to what, 12. So in the each iteration we'll check if 2, that means I is prime, and we'll check if I n minus I, that is 12 minus 2, that is 10, is prime or not. So if those are prime, then we will add. Then in the next iteration I will be 3, and we'll check if 3 I is prime, that means 3 is prime or not. Then we'll check if n minus 3, the n minus I, that means n minus 3, so 12 minus 3 is 9. So we'll check if those are prime or not. So if those are prime, then we'll say 3 plus 9 is equal to 12, and we can express that 12 as the prime number 3 plus 9, but 9 is not prime number, okay? In the next iteration I is equal to 4, so we'll check if I is equal to I is prime, and if 12 minus 4, that is 8, is prime or not. Those are not prime, so it will go to the next iteration. So it will check, now I is equal to 5, so if it will check if I is prime, and it will check if 12 minus 5, that is n minus I, is prime or not. So that is 7. So 5 is prime and 7 also becomes prime. So we'll express that 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, right? So this way we'll keep iterating up to uh, from 2 to a half of that number, and we'll check that if I and n minus I value is prime or not. If that prime, those are prime, then we'll write, I will return that uh, we can express with this number as the sum of that number, okay? So I hope you understood what is our task. So if you understood, then please start solving the problem and give me the answer in the comment section. And if you still have any question, then it will solve, I think, within very few minutes. Just wait until unless it gets solved. Okay. So let's go to the solution. So before I solve the question, I would request you to please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding any company that you want. And if you want prime materials of any company, then let me know in the comment section or in the in my Instagram handle, instagram.com/tekno.uf. I will try to assist you, okay? So let's solve the problem. So at first let's define the function from prime number. So prime, sorry, So n, and will what we'll do, we'll start iterating from 2 to n by 2, right? So for I in range 2 to n by 2, right? So as n by 2 is exclusive, so we have to write n by 2 plus 1, right? Okay, so what I do right now, I will check if that number is divisible by any of the number apart from 1 and that number itself. Then we'll say it is not a prime number. Okay, so for that, to make that proved, we have to take a third variable. Let's say flag is equal to true. Okay, so if that number is divisible by any other number, any other digit, then we'll make this false. Okay, and we'll break the loop. As soon as we get that this number is divisible from any other number, then we'll set that break the loop, and we don't need to check any other number. Okay, so after iterating all the numbers, then we'll check if the flag remains same or not. So if the flag remains same, that means true. That means the number is prime, right? So if flag true, then we'll say this is prime. Okay, and if not, I mean, if this becomes false, that means this is not a prime number. Okay, so we'll return false. So I hope you understood how to write a prime number. I'm not discussing it more. Okay, so now let's write a second function to check if the given input can be expressed as the prime sum of prime numbers or not, right? So let's say prime sum and the number. Okay, so what I would do right now, at first, so I'll run a for loop, and I will not check a condition, that is if the number is less than 2 or equal to 2. We'll say that please enter a number greater than 2 so that it can be achievable, right? So for I in range, so from what to what, from 2 to n by 2 plus 1 will check, because 2 lesser than 2 can't be prime, so we'll not take those values, and we'll run up to half of that number, so that that's why we are taking n by 2 plus 1, because n by 2 is exclusive, right? Okay, so we'll now check if the I is prime, sorry, if prime. So what's the function? Yes, so if I is prime and if n minus I is prime, then we'll say that please print those number as output, right? So so we'll write sorry print, and we'll write in a f string. Okay, so this is the format to write in f string. So I plus n minus I. Okay, so this way we'll print, and as soon as we get that we get that the number is expressed as uh, as the sum of two prime numbers, so we'll return and we'll go out of the loop, right? So and if it can't find anything, then it will print something like gold bats not found. Okay, so I hope this is okay. Let's write the driver function. So let's say take the input. So n is equal to input and print and call the function. So what's the function? That is prime sum. Okay, prime sum what? N. Okay, so let's see if this gives right output or not. So we should take the input greater than 2. Okay, so let's say 11. So for 11, the output should be 5 plus, sorry, for 12 the output should be 5 plus 7, right? And as expected, right? And for 34, output should be 3 plus 31, and as expected, right? So can you tell me anyone that why none is coming? Because in this function I am printing a value, and again here I am printing a value, right? So that's why it's coming. So I have to just call the function, it will print itself. Okay, so let's run it again. For let's say 32, output should be 2 plus 29, I think, sorry, 3 plus 29, and as expected. So I hope you understood what's the logic behind this problem and what are the tasks we have solved right now. So if you understood, and if you want more such content, then please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding any company, and share this content with your friend so that they can also take help from this. And if you want any prime materials, then let me know. I am begging you, please knock me at my instagram.com/tekno.uf. Right, so thank you for today's session.